What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a good one out there today. So let's cut to the chase. What is this video about? I'm essentially in this video going to be talking about my speculation for what is going to happen to the Pixels token for the game Pixels, the Web3 game on Binance when it actually launches on, I think it's the 19th of Feb, around about 10 a.m. UTC, Universal Coordinated Time. Now, I'm just going to be straight with you guys. I think this is potentially going to be the biggest launch of the entire year. I don't know about the entire bull cycle because I don't know how long this bull cycle that we're kind of entering into now. By the way, BTC just hit like, I think 52K or so. So yeah, let's go. That's good for the gaming alts. But yeah, I don't want to say it's for like the entire bull market, but definitely the one in kind of the near future that it's just going to, I think, really shock a lot of people. Now, if you've been following me for a bit, if you're in my free Telegram calls group, make sure you jump in there. If you're not, that's going to be at the top of the description of this video. But if you were in there, you would know that we called out Mavia on KuCoin, and that's done. I think we got in an average price around $1.50 to $2. So that's done like over a 5x if you would have followed us on that trade. And I'm going to be comparing Mavia a little bit to Pixels in this video. And I think it's the best thing that we can compare to Pixels and get an idea of how Mavia went and then how Pixels is going to kind of go. Now, Mavia actually has a bit more of a social following, all right? We don't know if it's rigged or bots or whatever, but they seem to be a pretty big deal. I haven't spent much time really at all playing the Mavia game, but it's meant to be like the best mobile gaming play for a blockchain game out there at the moment. And clearly the price action is really good. It's settled at around $8 at the moment, reached a high of around $14. But what does this have to do with Pixels? Well, as I said, Pixel token has a bit of a slightly lower following on the socials. But the big difference between the Pixel game and Mavia, Heroes of Mavia, is that Pixels, I believe, has been in development and kind of been improving for the course of around 3 to 4 years, possibly even a tiny bit more. Now, why is that important? Well, Pixels have been developing a gaming community of actual gamers, people that actually want to come and play this play-to-earn farm sim for the fun first, or for the fun just as much as the earnings. And the reason why I think that's going to be true for most people is because the earnings on Pixel are not actually that good. Okay, they're not actually that good at the moment. But there's still, I think today, it was recorded that at the last day of the play to airdrop for Pixels, there's the same amount or even more players today, like a few weeks gone past. Clearly the hype is still there. Clearly people weren't just playing Pixels just to get the airdrop. You know, there's definitely a lot of interest around the game, and that's what I think is really going to potentially set Pixels apart from not only Mavia, but a lot of these other blockchain games. It's on Ronin blockchain. You know how I feel about Ron, guys. Best gaming infrastructure out there at the moment when it does come to a blockchain. You've got Axie Infinity, full support behind it. That is statistically pretty much the biggest Web3 game at the moment. But guys, Pixel's pulling from that Axie crowd. It's pulling people in from Web 2 as well as Web 3. And honestly, it's really the only game that I can think of in Web 3 where you've got a good amount of authentic Web 2 players traditionally enjoying the game just for the community, just for the fun, just for the vibes. I grinded aggressively for that airdrop for 2 weeks hard, and I'm not going to lie, like I didn't enjoy every second of it. Farm Simulator, it's okay. I enjoy the grind, I enjoy the survival, but I'm kind of more of like your PUBG, Rust, Defense of the Ancients, you know, maybe a bit of League of Legends kind of guy. Play a lot of Shrapnel as well on that last play test, so looking forward to that one. But yeah, as far as that kind of mellow game, I think it does really, really well. Good casual game, good bit of fun. And honestly, you know, I think the sky is honestly the limit with Pixels. Of course, you're going to have a lot of sell pressure when the token launches. So, you know, who knows? We could see between 50 to 100x in the first, who knows, 5-10 minutes. It's possible, all right? Probably not. That's probably a little high. But again, Heroes of Mavia, we saw like a 10x or more. All right, so we could see a 10x pretty much immediately on Pixel when it launches on February 19th. People are going to be selling the airdrop. All right, I don't know about the vesting schedules and the lockups for early investors, but they might have access to some Pixel token that they just want to dump on the market, right? There's going to be a lot of people that are just trying to trade the market when Pixels does come out against USDT as well. And of course, there's going to be a lot of people that are just sitting back like me on my hands. I just want to basically get in, enter a few times, all right, put an amount in and sit back and wait for that 10 to 100x, man, right? Because honestly, I think right now, Pixels has got the best shot at hitting 100x right now. There's so many things that are positive about Pixels right now. It's the timing, the place where we are at the market. Like I said, BTC around 52K at the moment, no barrier to that all-time high. We've just had the spot ETF for BTC approved, okay? A lot of hype around BTC. Even like the search terms, they haven't even started to grow yet. So that still isn't priced in to the crypto markets. More liquidity that could enter Pixels, all right? So what you got to realize is people are getting rich from their bigger bags, their ETH, their Solanas, Cardanos, okay? Bitcoin, of course, right? They're getting rich and they're thinking, okay, what's the next best 100x play? Because now we got 5 to 10 grand ready to put down to wait for that opportunity. Happens every single bull cycle. And Pixels, it could arguably be top of the food chain. It's coming out, it's launching on Binance, guys. Its first launch is on Binance. Now, usually something listing on Binance, I say, recently hasn't been good. Ain't been good for Bonk, ain't been good for WIF. I think there was another token as well that just crashed as soon as it was released on there after already having been released on previous exchanges. But the big difference here is Pixel token getting released on Binance. That's the first time it's being listed on the market. So I do think it is a little bit different because nothing has been priced in. Like it hasn't had a chance to settle and actually find its settled price. Now, I think based off some analytics between Swapping Berry that a lot of people have done between Pixel, I'm not going to go into the details of that, but people have been able to determine that the price may fall between 20 to 30 cents, so maybe even 20 to 40 cents per one Pixels token. So yeah, guys, I know this one's just kind of like a bit of a rant, but I just felt like I needed to essentially get that off my chest to talk a little bit about just where I think the token can potentially go. As I told you already at the start, yeah, I'm going pretty hard on this one. I'm all in on this one. I think this one, like worst case scenario, you're gonna get in at the wrong time on day one. Maybe it retraces 50% for like a week. And then after that, given the fact, well, assuming we continue moving forwards in the bull market, like more towards 70K, I mean, what do you think? Pixels, a newly launched altcoin in Web3 gaming, is just gonna be left behind to consolidate or go backwards against the price appreciation of BTC, ETH, and other major alts? Yeah, right. That thing's gonna boom, and it's gonna boom freaking hard. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, guys, if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe, turn notification bells on. I'm gonna do a bit more stuff related to Pixels, because it is one of those few games that I do enjoy. Yeah, haven't done a lot of content on them yet, but I have made a few videos. So, yeah, guys, just make sure you do get amongst it. Oh, and if you're looking for a bit of credibility as well, guys, I called AXS really early, under $2. I got a GALA node under $10,000 that reached 100,000 US dollars. I called Bonk before 1000x. There's a lot of calls, big calls that I've been making that have essentially put me and my community in a pretty good position. So yeah, jump in my Telegram calls group, guys, free. Make sure you go ahead and do that, and catch you in the next one. Cheers.